Welcome, guys, to another episode of official Naija FPL, ONFPL. Yeah, the best FPL fantasy you will watch on this side of the world. All right. It's a lot to talk about. Last week was crazy, goal galore. Teams not wanting to get relegated.
Yes,
I think it's more interesting in the FPL and in Premier League right now at the bottom of the table. Yeah, like everybody's just hustling and ramsing. And then
interesting for we looking at it from outside, but those fighting the battle, it's a dogfight, man. There's no interest.
It's really crazy because we're no more looking at the top. The top looks like it's almost sorted right now.
No, it's not sorted now. We still have hope, man. It's not over till it's all over.
Okay, you know.
So let's not talk about Arsenal. Let's not talk about Arsenal.
But so for the bottom five, everybody can go down. Although Southampton is more or less. But this on Sunday, Monday, we had a goal first from the guys going down.
Fulham, Leicester.
That's why I believe there'll still be some twists at the top of the table because some of these guys will still miss some top teams.
I mean, it's amazing what Everton did against Brighton, man. Who saw that coming?
All this Arsenal fans.
It's crazy. I'll let us introduce ourselves. I mean, we always try to think like the viewers and listeners know us already, but let's keep putting our names in their head and let's keep putting official Naija in their heads. We'll start from right to left.
It's Agwoturumbe.
Yeah, Stickdatboi.
Always stammering like his team. Stickdatboi FC.
Prof started with his jive.
And that's Prof Oskie, right?
Prof Oskie.
So, guys, let's get into it, right? We have 5 teams hustling to
stay in the Premier
League,
stay
off the bottom 3 at the end of the season, and they'll be relegated, right? We have Nottingham Forest topping the relegation table, on about 33 points, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Then we have Everton right behind on 32 points. Good enough, they've all played 35 games. Then we have Leicester and Leeds on about 30 points.
Yeah.
And we have Southampton on 20-something points.
24 points.
24 points. I kind of believe Southampton is done.
Right?
Is there any miracle there?
I don't see
Zero.
They need to win all their remaining games and also hope that the other teams will lose. So it's not in their hands. So
winning their remaining games puts them on 9 extra points.
Yes.
And that ends them at 33.
So they're expecting other people not to win any game to the end of the season. So
it's get any points.
It's really hard to tell. They can't.
I feel sad for Pulse.
Yeah, I do. I mean, but even for the old teams, I'm saying is a team.
If you sad for who?
What Pulse?
Okay.
But I think he will follow the team today. I think he will follow the team down because he's
true, right?
I don't think he'll follow the team. A couple of clubs circling around for him already.
Yeah, but 2 things. So it's about the team now. They need money, right? They'll cash in. They need like £30 million, £25 million. They'll sell him, and the wage bill will be adjusted. But if they want to come up almost immediately,
you can't go for more than 15 million pounds. His age is, he doesn't have age on his side.
It is for more than 15 or 50.
Yeah, so
they can get 20, 25, 30.
Well, 25 million, 30, and again, his salary off the wage bill. But if you want to come back almost immediately, they need to keep what Prowse. He's their best player.
So obviously, who do you think? Who are the teams you think will escape and the teams you think will drop?
Southampton is going down. Leicester, unfortunately, I mean, I like the team, but I think they'll go down. And Leeds.
So you think that the teams are the bottom right? The teams are the bottom right now.
So if you look at it, people will think that Nottingham Forest will go down, but I think they will escape. I have a feeling they will escape. But Leicester City, the way they've been playing, they can score goals, but the defending is so bad. Yeah. And I feel that with all those players are like, you know what, I'm waiting for summer. Tillemans is already out of contract. Madison is sure he's not going to stay. The people that will stay, Vardy and Kodia, their career is almost at the twilight. So I think they'll go down. Truly.
Okay, but you know, if we're going to look at like the matches these teams are playing, I know that Nottingham Forest will probably still meet Arsenal. They'll meet
Chelsea.
They'll meet Chelsea.
Then
Crystal Palace. And in these 3 games, so let's analyze it this way. I mean, let's run through it.
All the
in
teams,
these 3 games,
they're all meeting big sides.
They're all
in these
meeting
3
big sides.
games,
They don't have
how many points do you
games.
think you'll get? Well, I'd like you to check, and then so we can know the other
You
games.
see, the 3 teams that Salvia have just pointed out, they don't have easy games.
Okay,
They don't have easy games.
Okay, so guys, let's start with Nottingham Forest first.
Okay.
The last 3 games, and I'm not going to do home and away right now, right? We'll
You're
just look at
playing
the teams they're
Chelsea.
playing.
You're playing Chelsea
Arsenal.
away.
Chelsea. No, let's leave the home and away.
No,
Right
no,
now,
no,
at this stage of the season, home and away
you can get
doesn't
points
count.
anyway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we have Chelsea, Arsenal, and Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
How many points do you think Sticky that they are going to get out of this?
I mean,
Considering they are
honestly,
playing Chelsea,
2 points.
2 points from home and where are they getting 2 points from?
Probably from Chelsea and maybe Crystal Palace.
A draw
That's-
from Chelsea
Yeah, I mean,
and a
Chelsea
draw
has
from
been-
Crystal Palace.
yeah,
2 points.
2 points.
So if we all agree that 2 points sounds okay, right? Worst to best case
that's
scenario.
35 points.
That puts them at 35,
Yeah.
right? Southampton down
But
already.
I think 4 points.
4 points, where are they getting it
Yeah.
from?
No.
1 point from Chelsea and the Crystal Palace.
Hmm.
The last day of the
They will
season.
beat them.
Yeah,
They will come.
Okay.
They'll come in for blood.
I think they will get 1 point. They will lose against Chelsea, a resurgent Chelsea side. They will lose against Arsenal. Still,
Where did they
with hopes.
suggest?
still.
Ole.
Let's just leave it like that.
Ole.
They won the game.
Okay.
They won the game.
Seven game, one
The game against Bournemouth.
So their head is above the water
one
for
win
now.
is 7. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Their head is
Let's-
above the
let's-
water
let's-
now.
Let's go ahead.
So I believe they'll have 1 point at best.
Wow.
A draw
Wow.
against Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Okay, so
let's-
this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to take
But I think they'll still be
highest. We're going to
safe.
take the highest analysis.
Okay.
So 4 points puts them at 37 at worst.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move down to
Everton.
Everton. Right? Everton also has 3 games against who and who? Ole.
Everton is playing City. They're playing Wolves and Bournemouth.
Wow.
Not really a bad run for them.
Let's give City.
Let's-
Of course.
that's,
City.
But guess what? All right, see, you know what? Yeah. So
No,
even
there's no hope.
no, wait, hold on.
Right? There's a hope that kills.
See, hold on.
Shondai can be Shondai
This guy's
can.
mocking me. So you know what? We're glossing over Arsenal Forest. We say okay, they'll draw with Chelsea, they'll beat. But now I'm looking at it. Forget that some was support Arsenal. When see these guys, they're looking at is it the thin line
Yeah, it's a
between
very thin line.
survival and going down.
Yep.
With all the investment, the two man is game for anybody.
I mean, we're just analyzing the
Yeah,
point.
even City.
So on the
playing-
Everton one,
City playing Everton.
yeah.
Forget that City are almost going to win.
No, because
Anything can
we
happen.
almost analyze that City also needs the match. Yeah.
It won't
So
be
let's
easy for City.
analyze that.
even.
Let's analyze that. Anything can happen, but we can't even. We need to use data to analyze on this show,
Okay.
right? So let's even analyze that. City wins Everton.
Okay.
What are the other 2 matches?
I think City,
Bournemouth.
Everton can reasonably
Bournemouth.
get 4 points from those 3 games.
Okay,
Bournemouth.
so we're looking at Everton and Nottingham Forest gaining about the same amount of points.
Points,
Right?
Yeah.
So that means Everton will stay below Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest,
And
yeah.
Nottingham Forest will keep their points. Everton will keep their points as we've analyzed,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then we move on to Leicester.
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 What are the 3 games?
Leicester, they have Liverpool, they have Newcastle, they have West Ham.
Wow.
And West Ham is fighting. They're also fighting for their own survival somehow.
Yeah, West Ham are too, they're also
So how many points
fighting.
do we think will come from there? So we can
Man,
round this up.
man,
Liverpool, Newcastle. No, maybe
See,
like,
Leicester-
probably a draw.
Leicester,
One point.
Newcastle is like a derby game. So I don't think
Newcastle-
And Leicester will
Newcastle-
need it more than Newcastle.
Newcastle.
But,
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
Newcastle
think-
needs top 4.
top
Newcastle
four.
needs
Yeah.
top four, bro.
So it's Man U, Newcastle,
I still feel
Liverpool, and
Yeah.
Spurs. They're fighting for
Yeah.
for
So I still feel like
it's still going to be
Leicester has
a
a
serious
tougher
game.
game.
Okay.
Tougher games.
So what we've analyzed, Leeds as well. What are their matches?
Oh yeah, that's true. Leeds.
Leeds is playing Newcastle, West Ham, Tottenham.
Newcastle,
Spurs,
West Ham,
Newcastle.
Tottenham. So there are 12 games too.
So we think that the table will stay the way it is.
I
pretty
believe
much
so.
so, yeah.
I pretty much
So
believe so. Yeah.
You know what's funny about being in a relegation battle? Because you're down below,
Yeah.
every game seems tough.
Yeah.
That's why you're below anyway. Because it means
course.
everybody above you has shown to be better than you.
Yeah.
That's why you're below. So we started the relegation battle.
But you see-
we
you see-
agree that Leicester, Leeds, and Southampton will go off, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and then we kind of already know who will be top 2,
Sure.
right? Because as it stands today, even if Arsenal loses all their matches, they will still finish second,
Yeah.
right? So whatever miracle is going to happen, we still are going to put Man City as number 1 and Arsenal as number 2, right? So who do you think will finish 3rd and 4th?
Oh, that's
Okay,
a
so
tough one.
the way it looks now,
We're not going through the fixtures. We're
Yeah,
just
so,
going
so
through.
yeah, so it looks like Newcastle is 3rd, but I believe Man U will be 3rd. Newcastle will be 4th.
You don't think
Spurs will
Liverpool will
result.
sneak into top 4?
It's a bit. I mean, Newcastle they also in
Even
form.
Brighton, they have an outside
I'm not sure what
chance.
happened.
A
Right.
4 points loss from Man U brings Liverpool into the top
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Brighton has no chance, to be honest.
No,
Yeah,
they have no
they-
chances. I mean, the only
They,
chance
they have
lose.
two games. They have two games in hand.
Man U has a game in hand over Liverpool.
Liverpool.
So I don't see.
Newcastle, they have the same number of games with Man U. So,
Yeah.
so that I'm saying that those
Yeah.
guys, I think they will do that top four.
Yeah.
So Man U's game in hand. So the reason I said 4 points, Man U's game in hand. If they lose it, for instance, right, they are
Which
just
it does.
1 point above Liverpool.
I think Man is playing with Chelsea, right? One of the games in hand is against Chelsea.
Yes.
Liverpool, they have an easy run, you know. They have Leicester.
So Liverpool
Aston
is
Villa.
doing their 9 points,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Liverpool is doing their 9 points, but it is if
What if they don't do it?
it is if Man U can get, because Man U has 12 points to fight for,
Yeah.
right? It is if Man U can get
At
9
least
points
yeah.
and 12 points.
Yeah, they'll
Do
be
you
good.
understand? And 9 points means that they are winning 3 of their 4 matches,
Yep.
right? What are the
They can.
fixtures they have?
They have Wolves, Bournemouth, Chelsea, and Fulham.
No, they can do it.
Well, if they lose one and draw one, they're out of the top 4 race.
Oops.
They're totally out of the top 4 race.
Oops.
Guys, yeah?
I think they'll win 2, draw 2.
Win 2,
Draw
draw
two.
2
Yeah.
Man.
is messed up for them.
Yeah.
That's
They're out of the top 4
Eight
race.
points. No,
That-
they'll do it.
No.
They
Win 2,
probably
drop
will.
2 is 8 points.
Yeah,
They won't qualify if Liverpool wins all 3.
but they're ahead of Liverpool currently now.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They have 4 games. Liverpool has 3 games.
No, I mean in terms of points.
In terms of points.
Yes, they are 1 point ahead of Liverpool
Oh, that's
today.
true.
Right? So it's a game in hand that makes you think they are far
They're
off.
far. Yeah,
So
you're right.
if they don't make 9 points in 4 games and Liverpool makes 9 points in 3 games, right? It means that Man U is out of the top 4 race if Newcastle doesn't falter as well,
Yeah.
right? Guys, you see this analysis how it
This
is
is
going,
crazy,
right?
man. So crazy.
Arsenal has felt their pain already.
Yeah.
And it's been a great season for them, however they look at it, because they're playing in Man City, that is probably one of the best
Arguably
teams
the
in
best
the
team in the
world.
world,
Arguably
playing the
the
best
best team in the
football.
world today. And I would really like for Man U and Newcastle to qualify top 4 and go to the Champions League. Reason being that it shows the quality of the Premier League, because it means that 3 teams that qualified last season for the
Are
Champions League are out.
Yeah.
My only reason why I would not want Liverpool to qualify. And saying this, we'll catch you guys. Let's go on a break. Let's have some whiskey. Let's drink up. Let's have some wine. And then we'll come back. It's towards the end of the season. Let's celebrate.
Let's be
alright?
merry.
And guys, we're back. We're back to the fantasy session, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to kill it because I want to pride one of my guys. I want to pride one of my guys right here, right?
The greatest con artist.
I swear. Yeah? Salvi. Salvi.
Oh, yeah, don't salvage.
Salvi FC. Salvi is doing very well, right? We all thought we started poorly and everything. And official Naija FPL is one of the toughest things you can,
anyway.
one of the toughest leagues you can follow in fantasy, right? You should join us next season if you think you're good. If you think you're not good, still join us so that we can teach you a lesson. All right? I mean, it's free, and then you can win prizes. And then we're about reaching the time of the season where we're actually going to give very huge prizes to the top 10. We've been giving prizes every week. We've been giving prizes every month. Manager of the month, top 3 every week. We've lived up to
Be consistent.
our expectation, right?
Yeah.
So they say sometimes you have to blow your trumpet yourself, and because we have done this well, we're blowing our trumpet. And next season there are bigger prizes. Follow us on all our social media handles. It's on the screen right now. Look at it. Follow us. So our next season you do not miss out.
ONFPL.
I still don't want to miss the fact that I want to go at Salvi. I want to praise him. He's been the best guy. We call our own private league Yard
Boys.
Boys. Salvi's number 1, but one person who is number 1 in the Yard Boys is also top 50, moving to be top 10 in official Naija FPL. That's like the toughest thing. It's a league that has about 3,000 to 5,000 players, and he's moving. And we're all going to support him right now.
Yeah.
We started the season competing with ourselves and everything, but right now we're
He's ahead of us.
backing our own. We're backing our own to be top 10 in official Naija, and it's also top 100,000 in the world. That's huge. That's huge. And
Serious.
again, because we're going to be having some interviews with world fantasy players and all of that, we've had some call-ins, some requests to say 1 or 2 things on some other world stages in fantasy football. And we hope
Yeah.
that at the time, Salvi is going to represent us in one or two places. And at the time, we hope
play,
that he's
don't
going to be
play.
finishing top 30 or top 50,000 in the world. And that's where we're going, right? So,
Guys.
Salvo.
without further ado,
Yeah.
I want to throw it up to Salvi
Yeah.
to tell us about the last game week and what his secret has been this season.
It was a low point game week last
Okay,
week.
I think for this season, what I've done is I'm patient with my team. I try to avoid making a lot of changes. I think the highest I've done so far is -4. Whenever I have to, I just try to be consistent with my players. I kept some players practically throughout the whole season. I think that helped me. So a lot of weeks, I'm not one of the top 3 or top 5, but I've just been consistent in my performance, and that's what helped me. So that's what it is. But for this past game week, it was a low scoring game week.
Yep.
I scored 48 points, but when I even thought I did well, and I saw the top 3 for Nigeria FPL, I got 69. Still, like, what's going on?
You guys are wizards.
And I played my wildcard chip.
Those guys are wizards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
triple
Alright.
captain.
But again, I think I had my defense was good. I had this guy on the bench, White and Martinelli, and so Grealish and Stones didn't play. So
Oh, so
12
they
points
came
came
in.
in for me, and that's
Oh,
what
wow.
really gave me that boost. But again, so what I did with my wildcard was I tried to balance my team so that my bench should have players that can come in and add value. And I think it paid out this time around.
Strategy.
I'm just going to read through the team of the week and how well they did this week. And the only player I see there that might be in some teams will probably be Ramsdale. Ramsdale was the goalkeeper of the week. He had 10 points. We had Totti of Wolves. Totti had 14 points. The defender, Pedro Porro. It's nice to see that Spurs can have a player, a defensive player in team of the week, right? Pedro Porro had 12 points. Van Dijk coming back. Liverpool is coming back to their feet. Had 11
After
points.
Brother Bernard.
Yeah. McNeil was literally the best player this game week.
Yeah.
He had 21 points.
Wow.
The way Everton went
21
to
points.
Brighton, man.
McNeil was
It was
outstanding.
really
this season,
outstanding.
man.
Points. Wow.
Yeah. William has gone to revive
Damn.
Fulham.
Yeah,
William had
scored
15 points.
two
Yeah.
amazing goals.
Yeah, and then
a one-off player.
yeah, and then Cowney for Fulham also had 14 points. Dakore
Everton,
coming back to Everton is a big deal, and that's why they hope might kill. And Dakore is at 13 points. I hope Dakore can go and do something against you know who, right? Ward Prowse, even at going down, he's still like
penalty,
a shining light. He's still like a bright star,
He scored a
in the
penalty this
depth.
weekend.
right? He had 13 points. Awoni, my guy. Awoni.
Too
You
much
know what I
muscle,
mean? Yeah.
player.
12 points. And Vinicius came in that team as the final one on 9 points, right? And you can see that all these names, we didn't have the regular Haaland, the Bruyers, even as well as Odegaard might have done. He still didn't make the team, right? Then transfers in this game week, because people will just look at what's going on and then they'll quickly right. So we had Wilson coming in, and that's probably because Newcastle has a double game week. So Wilson and Isak are top of the list for transfers in.
Oh wow.
Saka's price has dropped.
Yeah, we have McAllister as well,
Yeah,
because
he's called
Brighton also
back-to-back.
has a double game week. And I'll come back to the fourth person we have as most transferred in, but the fifth is Estupinian. Yeah,
Transfer
because
out or
again
transferred
Brighton has
in?
a double game week.
Okay.
But the only player in the most transferred in this week without a double game week is Odie. Odegaard, yeah. He's been quite consistent.
It's a no-brainer.
And
All
then-
season, actually.
And then gets players that are being transferred out. So Watkins tops that list. Marsh comes in. I don't know why Marsh is being
He's
transferred
injured.
out.
He's
he's injured. He had a hamstring.
March did not start the last 2 games.
Yeah, and I think he hopped off
so-
on Monday.
He hopped off, yeah.
He had a hamstring. And then Grealish, Tony, and Saka. I do not understand the Grealish one, because Man City still has a double game week somewhere
And Grealish has
before
been
the
creating
season
a lot of
goes
chances.
out. Yeah,
Probably because of rotation.
or maybe maybe they probably feel it will rotate.
Sonia has not been popping.
So pretty much that's how people have transferred in and transferred out, right? But Sticky, going into this next game week, right?
Yes, sir.
We basically saw that last game week was low scoring and everything. What would you describe this game week as, with all the relegation strugglers? Everybody's fighting for something somewhere at the top and the bottom. What would you describe it as?
Personally, man, I've been thinking like, who do I bring in? Who do I let go? Because the relegation battle is quite tough, and this last game showed that these guys are willing to fight till the last. The likes of Nottingham Forests,
They're scoring a lot of goals.
Everton,
Oh.
yeah,
A
Everton,
lot of goals are.
Leicester. I don't know, man. It's hard to say this is what's going to happen, but I am leaning towards a few, guys trying to battle for the relegation. I already have Gibbs White, and probably looking at one or two other players, maybe from Everton. I don't know, McNeil or Dokore, like you said, and yeah, I mean, this for the rest of the season is wise to say you pick one or two players from the guys fighting for life, yeah, basically.
Okay, so we're going to do something differently now, yeah? I'm just going to pick teams, and then if you can just spend like 30 seconds on it, or 20 seconds as the case is. So I'll just pick teams, and then you tell me what you think the scoreline will be. That's how you start. And where you think the points will come in that scoreline, right? So Salvi, right? With the formats we described, Leeds Newcastle, what do you think the scoreline will be?
Leeds Newcastle 3-0.
Leeds 3?
Yeah, no, Newcastle 3. Isaac 2 and then Wilson 1.
Isaac 2 and Wilson 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that not
Sticky. Chelsea Nottingham Forest.
Wow. More like a 2-2.
we understand the bias?
More like a 2-2.
Wow. You don't trust your boys?
Nah, we all know we're giving out points.
No, Sticky.
We're giving out points, and I don't trust my boys
Leaving
right
your
now, so.
team.
So where do you think the points will come from?
Maybe a Felix, maybe an Havertz, who knows? Nottingham Forest.
Gallagher has been
Yeah, Gallagher, maybe Gallagher.
Scoring.
Gibbs White is on pens.
Awoni.
Awoni, maybe. What's this guy's name? Aronson. Who knows?
Okay. I'll go.
Yeah.
My United Wolves.
Ooh. I'll give it to United. 3-1 to United. Rashford. Bruno. And I'll take a goal from one of the defenders. Dalot.
Oscar's Rashford and Bruno.
Then for Wolves, I like that bad boy to score Diego Costa.
My boy.
His second
Costa
Premiership
is
goal.
back, yeah?
He's back.
Yeah, his second Premiership goal for Wolves.
I'll come back to you. Now I'll come back to Sticky.
Oh, okay.
Everton Man City.
Ouch. Everton Man City. What? That's
That game is going to be a draw.
4-1.
2.
City. Yes.
City will score 4 goals.
Yes. City will score 4 goals.
Okay, so where do you think the points? Haaland, hat-trick?
I don't know. Haaland might get a goal or two. I'm hoping Havertz starts. Give him more chances to more game time. Score 2 goals. I'm seeing him score 2 goals if he starts.
They'll have to rotate because they have a lot of games coming in.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying Alvarez,
And then who scores for Everton?
McNeil. It will be
Man,
Dokore.
shout out to Iwobi. Iwobi has had silently
I don't know.
had
Is
7 assists.
No, that's his level.
7
That's
assists.
That's
this season.
his level.
So Salvador, Arsenal,
boss.
Brighton.
Arsenal. So Arsenal we don't make any clean sheet. So I'm looking at 3-1. Martinelli, Odegaard, and Jesus, and Mitsuma for Brighton. Yeah, 3-1 to Arsenal.
Martinelli, Odegaard, Jesus, and Mitoma for Brighton. I'm back to you again. Leicester, Liverpool.
Wow. Liverpool 3-0. Mohamed Salah, Gakpo, Jota.
Okay, Newcastle, Brighton.
Newcastle Brighton, man. It's going to be a goal feast, man. Newcastle Brighton.
That's the double game.
Yeah, Newcastle Brighton. That game is going to be a draw. 3-3 draw.
What?
Wow.
3-3 draw.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a potent draw.
Isaac, Wilson, Willock. Then Brighton. Mitoma will score 2 goals. McAllister will score a penalty.
He doesn't think he's saying it. He's telling
So
you.
he's telling you, no,
Bro, you know how we are on official Naija FPL.
We see it as it
See
goes.
it, we say it,
See
and
it.
it happens. My
Mm,
God.
shit.
Yeah.
My God.
Don't
Okay.
play draw.
So basically, I've heard all of what you guys have said. Who will be your best captain choice, Aldi?
Isak.
For this week.
Isak.
Do you have any in your team?
Alexander Isak. Yeah, I put him last game week. Isak, no
My
doubt.
captain, exactly.
Yeah. I think I'll captain Mitoma.
Isak, yeah.
Isak.
Mitoma.
All right, guys, you heard it here. They're abandoning Haaland, who is meant to score, whose team is meant to score 4 goals.
Yeah.
For Isak. So we tend to know what people believe and what people don't believe, right? So
But you
whatever advice,
you know what?
whatever advice you want to take, take the same guy that said Man City
Following-
score 4 goals has told you that Isak will be his captain.
Following
fine.
Salvi's trend, they don't follow Salvi's mouth. Salvi is a corner assist.
Isak.
Salvi is a corner assist.
I have my kid thrown away on Isak for the game week, to be honest,
Yes.
and everything. But it all goes to show that Newcastle has a double game week, and so you
Yep.
have 2 chances
Yeah.
on your captain choice. So you can see that we all stuck to Isak, and Mitoma also came into question,
Yeah.
right? And do not lose it. Haaland is still a captain choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every day,
Yeah.
any day,
Look
Yeah.
at his
Haaland
plays.
is still
Yeah.
a captain choice. But I'll promise you one thing, Oscar, for this game week, we have Haaland on his bench.
On the bench.
Bro,
Yep.
I said it.
And at that, we close the session, guys, and we move forward to the next.
I saw it.
Guys, we're back, right? I'm
Back
feeling
like
so
we never left.
excited. And again, I'm having mixed feelings
Yeah.
because
Why?
this seems to be like the 3rd episode to the end
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
this season. I mean, we'll still come during the off season to talk about stuff, talk about transfers, talk about all of those things.
But the action
But
will be.
the action,
yeah,
I'm not
it's
feeling. Why is Premiership ending? Why is it ending?
a little tournament
Right?
to look forward to.
All right, guys. So it's ending, and then we realize that Man City again might take the season,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Problem.
Because I mean, this will be them taking 5 out of 6, the last 6. It's crazy. It's
Crazy,
becoming
man.
like a one-horse league,
Farmers
right?
League.
And that's what people would have referred to a farmers league before. But the truth is, we still have a lot of competitive teams in the league. It's just that Man City is in the world of their own. Can you even imagine the last game week, right? Man City had scored 2. This guy had scored 2.
Gundogan.
Gundogan had scored 2. And then there was a penalty, right? And at the penalty, I mean, just, teammates will be teammates,
Gamemanship
man. I
now.
mean,
Yeah.
just gamemanship.
Two
Alan
goals
has done
up.
everything he wants
Let
to
my
do.
guy play it now. Let him
You
score
get-
his hat trick.
Gundogan is good
First
enough.
senior
He's good enough
hat-trick.
to score
The penalty.
a penalty. I mean, it's just a penalty. This is a guy that takes free kicks. It's just a penalty. And Haaland hands over the ball to his captain, right? And says, play it
hat-trick.
and
For
score a
him
hat
to
trick.
score his first senior hat
And
trick.
for some reason, Gundogan missed it. Like any player can miss a penalty.
Of course.
Yeah.
And Pep, insatiable Pep,
Was not having it, man.
wasn't happy. And he
Ellen,
went,
you take
"Ellen,
it.
You must
You take it. You
must
take it.
That guy
But you know the
is
good
an
thing is
animal.
that he didn't say anything before the penalty was taken. It was after he missed that.
I want to say something.
guy.
I want to say something very stupid.
No.
Sometimes I wish Pep can get injured. But injury will not affect his brain.
His third line.
Right.
I know he was right because 2 or 3 minutes after he
He
missed the
scored.
penalty, he did scored.
Yeah.
So it was 2-1.
Yeah.
Even in his presser, I said it now. I mean, come on. This is a serious
It's a
game.
very serious
You're
game.
trying
yeah.
to do that. You want to help your friend to achieve.
That's not what we're doing
I-
here.
I-
No, that's not what we're doing here. It's
I
strictly
respect him. I
business.
respect him for something. Yeah, this is somebody who wins and wins and wins, but he never
Never
lets
gets
it
tired.
down.
Yep.
Like is he?
The hunger is
hungry
still
once
there.
more.
It's in his
hungry for more.
DNA.
It's human in a super human way,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how else to put it. But he's fast becoming. But there's something else. We'll just discuss something for 30 seconds or 1 minute, yeah. And this is out of the Premier League, which we'll not do regularly, right? I was asking myself a question yesterday
During the City Madrid game.
during the City Madrid game, yeah. I saw City playing Madrid like City was at home, and that's fine, right? I also love the fact that Ancelotti is a mad tactician. He just
Don
knows how
Carlo.
to settle the game,
Don
Yeah.
Carlo.
right? And to close this episode, we're going out of the Premier League a little,
Okay.
right? Who do you have more respect for, Pep or Ancelotti?
I think I've always respected Ancelotti as a manager. He has proved it He's proven his mettle in different leagues in Germany, in France.
So will you say Ancelotti
Italy,
is the
in
best gaffer?
England.
in
The best
in
gaffer
Italy.
around
I
right
think
now.
he is, of his generation.
Over Pep.
I think right now. Yeah, of course, I think so. Because
You-
again,
because not-
he has what to show for it. I mean, winning in every way you've got
The
to.
trophies
But
and
again, look at
everything.
yesterday's game, like you said earlier. Wherever Man City have their way of playing,
Yep.
they press you, they control the game. Man U are not going to give in
Not
any
phased,
way.
Yeah, they were not perturbed by their
Toni Kroos
dominance.
and Modric were just posting the midfield, controlling the game. So
Those are
they don't get
midfield
around. Because
maestros now.
if you allow Man City to have their way and they start playing, they will score you.
Yeah.
Even the goal they scored, it was well worked. Wasn't just a normal.
wasn't,
So do you take the Ancelotti over Pep too?
Man, it's very hard for me, man, because growing up and it was Pep, it was Ancelotti, and I have so much respect for the man. He has, I mean, even when he came to
So I'm hearing
Chelsea.
Ancelotti for you too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so for me, like, I'm not going to just say both of them are. It's very, very difficult.
why
I love.
is
I see. I respect
It's-
Pep. Pep has come to show
Mm.
that there's a new way to play football, and look at what he's doing. I mean, in England, 6 times you've won it 5 times in a row, and that's crazy, man. So I don't know. I think I'll
See,
go with Pep
For
for
me,
now.
for me, it's like
Pep.
Pep.
for me, it's like the Messi Ronaldo comparison. Instant, both of them are amazing, but I'll lean towards Ancelotti because not just his technical and tactical news, his man management is superb. You hardly hear any past player say
Exactly,
bad thing
yeah.
about him. He's
Yeah.
loved by
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with
everybody.
that.
On this note, I'll choose Pep.
I know.
On this note, we have come to see if we still think the Spanish
Wait,
league
let me say
over
something. Let me
the
say something.
English
There.
league.
Do you know, Prof chose Pep because everybody chose
No, I said Pep.
Ancelotti.
No,
Prof, that's how Prof is. He likes being the odd man.
No.
No,
On a more serious
Okay,
note,
just close.
we're
just
done,
close.
guys. Guys, we'll see you guys later. On a more serious note, I have been a Pep lover for the
Yeah,
longest,
for-
even
yeah,
before
yeah,
going
yeah.
to England.
I've been a Pep
Right, I've been a very
lover.
serious Pep lover,
Yeah.
and again, I would like to say, like, we can fade it out. Like, again, I would like to say that last Champions League, right? I do not think Ancelotti won it over Pep because he was better than Pep. I think that had like a greater amount to do with luck. Because you cannot-
But he made his right change.
yeah, I mean,
and
but
it
you
worked for
can-
him.
but, no, Pep,
You make your luck also.
yeah, but the
Yes,
thing is,
you-
but the thing is, you were outplayed for 90 minutes, and in 3 extra minutes or 5 extra minutes, right? The other team, you scored 2 goals.
But
That's-
do you know,
that's-
I
do you
don't-
think
that's
that it
a-
happened to Man City every year against Tottenham
Chelsea.
when they could have gone to the final. The same thing happened. They outplayed Tottenham. They even had a goal rule for offside, and they still lost. So. And that was a big goal rule. So
Yep.
they've had all those issues against Chelsea in the final. They lost the game now.
Yep.
So there's something that's wrong mentally. With Pep.
The Yaya Toure course.
He said it's been lifted.
It has been lifted.
I don't forget
Who
that.
lifted it?
The agent will say it before.
All right, guys,
It
we'll see you next week, and by this time next week, we'll know where everything we have discussed is going. All right,
Yeah.
peace
Yes,
out.
Results, guys.
Nice one.
Like, yeah, but you're right.